Don't you just love it when it's Sunday afternoon and there's nobody out on the road because it's a holiday? It's so awesome. Yep, it's a Sunday afternoon and it happens to be Easter. And I don't know about you, but I love getting out on the bike on holidays. Especially in the late afternoon or early afternoon. It seems like all the road is just empty. And now there's a couple exceptions that I've had on today's ride. I've gone through a lot of park areas where there's day use, there's trails, there's mountain bike trails, there's historic parks. For some reason, those are kind of packed today. Maybe it's just because family has the day. I don't know why they're packed. But for the most part, our roads are empty on holidays. And I love getting out on the bike when there's nobody on the road, especially up in the mountain. Earlier today, I went up to Cool. Yes, that's the name of the town. And up to Placerville, and then up to Georgetown, and all that. And just kind of explored the back roads that are out there. And there's nobody out there. Now, I tried to go out to Ice House Road down Wentworth Springs. If you know, you know. But I ran into some snow and had to turn around. It has not melted yet, so it's not really accessible for bikes. I'm sure if I had good tires, I'd try it. But I think I've mentioned it before, my rear tire is done. I just happened to order a new tire yesterday, so it should be here in a few days. And I'll get that mounted, so I'll have a fresh rear tire. Now, my front tire is still good. It's still got plenty of life left, so it can probably go through another rear tire, and then after that's done, I'll have to change my tires to, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep the same tire or if I'm gonna try something else. I got talking to a guy up at one of the shops in, I think it was in Auburn. He was talking about the Tractionators, and there's I guess they make different Tractionators, different kinds, and he was saying that there's a set that guys have been using, like I think the rear is a Rawls and the other is something else. They do this combo on their bikes and guys seem to love it. He did tell me that they're probably not going to last as long as the Anarchy Wilds do, and that's not a surprise. They are a softer, knobbier tire, so you're going to get less life out of it. But I got to thinking about how often I ride off-road, and I try to ride off-road as much as I can, and we all like to think that we ride, I'm all off-road, there's just so much. No, for the most part, I'm on the road, because we have great roads out here that aren't boring to ride. I mean, like this one, this is Salmon Falls. This is a pretty badass road. Unfortunately, I admit I do a lot more road riding, and I think that's the majority of people. I mean, you just ride the road more. Anyways, I have come to that realization that I ride more road than I would like to admit. I don't know, maybe if I got a knobbier tire, the one that is just does awesome off-road, I'd spend more time off-road. I like to think that. However, whether that's going to be the case, I doubt it. But anyways, I was looking at that tire. I was also looking at some other ones. One that seems to be pretty good, that is a little bit more road oriented, is the, what are they? Not the Rally Raid. Are they Rally Raids? I don't know. I think they are. I don't know. I wasn't a real big fan of the Mission Trail Maxes. They lasted a long time. I'll give them that. And they did okay off-road, but they were definitely more of a road tire, and they were a very hard compound. So they lasted, but the performance wasn't all there. I don't know. There's options. There's so many options out there right now, so I'm not even going to stress about it. Like I said earlier, it is Easter. I like getting out on holidays just because of the fact that there's hardly anybody on the roads. I feel like you have the road to yourself, and I don't know, people are doing family stuff and they're just not out. Unless it's day use area like this, which they're always busy. But other than tires, I got a couple other things coming up. I got to replace my chain. It's starting to tell me that it needs to be changed. I'm having to adjust it a lot more often. That's the first sign, when you have to adjust it more than normal. Like, when you put a fresh chain on, Like, and maybe after you break it in, you adjust it a little bit, and for the most part, it's good. You don't have to actually adjust it, you just clean and lube it. But once you start having to adjust it, you know, there's a little bit more slack in it, it starts wearing in. It's gonna be time to change it soon, and I just started to see that I got some of that red dusty stuff coming off of my chain. And I know it's clean, it's lubed, it's got plenty of lube on it. It's wearing out. So I gotta replace that. So who knows, maybe I'll do that when I do the tire. I'll have the tire off anyways, and hey, while I'm there, might as well do sprockets and cush core. I mean, the bike has, how many miles does the bike have? I think it's got like 48,000, yep, 48,000 miles on the bike. And this is my second chain, and I got over 20,000 miles on this chain, so it's about time. You know, the cush core and the sprockets, those are all stock. So, yeah, I think it's about time to change those too. So this might be an expensive month when it comes to bike maintenance, but hey, gotta keep it running, gotta keep it running good, and just look at that house, it's so big. One of the other things that I wanted to get out and try out today is I wanted to mess around with the Harley app a little bit more. I haven't really messed around with the GPS a whole lot. You know, I played around with it a bunch when it was new, and I was trying to figure out how to use it, and I figured it was just not working very well for me. So what I did is I went out and I planned a route on the app, and I put the route in, and I saved the route so it could work offline. That was the thing I really wanted to see. I wanted to see that if you save a route, if you make a route in the app, you save it, is if it would work offline, like when you didn't have service. What I found out today is once you get out of service, you'll still have the line on the map. Like right now, I don't actually have service because I'm in a little bit of a canyon. So it'll do this thing, where it'll keep the line, but it'll say a little red thing on the bottom says, oh, you don't have service. So it can't load the map. So you have a line to follow, you just don't know where you are as far as map goes. Now I was hoping that changed. I was hoping they updated the app to, I don't know, work, but they didn't. They did, however, on the map when you have service, and the map works. The font's a lot bigger now. I know that was one of the main concerns with the home screen, is they changed the size of the font because you couldn't really see it, and it helped. But they didn't change it on the maps, so you still like had to zoom in, and even then it was still super small and you couldn't see it. So they did fix that. So good on you guys for, you know, fixing words. It's still a disappointment, to be honest. That app is not great. Like I said earlier, it's fine when you're in town. It works great when you have service. Well, it works fine when you have service. I went up to, decided to take a little bit of a detour off my route and went up to Uncle Tom's cabin. I didn't stop by Uncle Tom's cabin, but I just kind of rode through it. There's no snow up there, so that's good. If you go a little bit further up Wentworth towards Ice House Road, you're gonna run into snow, so keep that in mind. It's not all melted yet. I was hoping it would be, but it's not. Also, up in the mountains, man, those bugs are out like crazy. I get, oh jeez, all these bugs. There's so many bugs up here. I've been getting pelted by all sorts of bugs. Pretty sure I got stung by one. Yeah, I should have put my jacket on. I'm a dumbass. I got stung in the arm. I should have worn my jacket, so that's my bad. I have it rolled up on the back of my bike. Yeah, I was just getting pelted by these huge mountain bugs. They were, they hurt. I don't know. It's nice weather, so maybe they're just out and about. Hey, who knows? They're bugs. But I really didn't have any destination in mind. I wasn't planning on really stopping by anywhere for food. I mean, I stopped by a gas station, got some snacks for today, just because I thought nothing was going to be open. Just wanted to get out today. It was a nice day. It's a holiday, so less people on the road. Hopefully that'll be the case. Getting into town, people are going to be where they're at. I think Easter's more of a dinner thing, so maybe people will be at their destination. They'll be off the road. We're coming into El Dorado Hills. So we basically did a giant loop around the lake with a little bit of a detour. So leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys later. blinky, blinky, and turn. I don't need to be in 5th gear. One of the other things that I got out and did, that's not how I talk. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it's frustrating. It's very strange, very weird. Put that one a little close, didn't you, bud? I am starting to get hungry. I need food.